How you doing? How shot are you there?
Hi, John. I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
You're you're home, right?
Yeah, I'm at home. Yeah,
Okay.
8 o'clock in the night.
So you're working hard?
Yes, a couple of surgeries today, traveling to different parts of the hospitals and very bad traffic in Mumbai. Yeah, fed up, fed up.
Saturday's a regular day, huh?
Yeah, yeah, very.
Okay, let me give Iype the link.
I heard I just now in some other talk also he was doing some master class talk.
Oh,
Mm,
okay.
Master class. I think
So he's doing another webcast, huh?
he is pretty busy in lecturing.
Okay. Harshad, where was the master class that Iype was doing? Maybe he may be tied up there.
It finished, it was about an hour ago.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, Saturday's a busy time. Saturday, Sunday, busy time for webcast. So how about things in Mumbai?
Mumbai is fine, usual, busy with the traffic. Festival season is arriving, so
It's
a
a
lot
hot,
of.
is it the hot time of year now there?
It's not very hot. I would say it's a mix, like rainy season plus some hot season.
Well, when is the hot season? March?
Yeah, yeah, April, May, June.
Okay. Okay, I'm getting Iype in now. Okay. Mm. Okay, Iype will be coming in shortly.
Yes, Iype has joined. Mm.
Yep, just trying to get him in. Hey, Iype.
Hey, John, here I
Yeah,
am.
you know, if I didn't hear about this webcast till late, like Thursday. So, you know,
Ah,
like, but I did promote it for those, so we might as well do it. Because a lot of people watch this on YouTube and we didn't even know it.
okay, yeah, so don't worry about it. So I'm just going to say things. See, I wanted to give a perspective on the robotics of neurosurgery, somebody who's tried it first, and then what are we going to do? I mean, I'm just going to give a very short perspective. And
Yeah,
then next Saturday, I'm going to get in Vishal and the industrial guys. And, Vishal Rao is with HCG. He's a head and neck oncologist, and he's into Da Vinci a lot. So we're
yeah,
trying to get the Da Vinci guys. We're trying to get the robotics in India. We are teaming up with IIT Kharagpur and doing some robotics.
you know,
Then,
Iype, I think what we can do is uh, this will be an introduction essentially to your next webcast.
yeah.
Essentially, and hopefully you can get some of the private guys to appear either next week or the week after. We'll wait during the week to see if you can get the robotic industry people on the webcast. You think you can do that?
Yeah, so I've just had a talk with Vishal, and he said by next Saturday he will arrange that we can get some of the Da Vinci guys. I'm talking
Yeah,
to the
just one or
Sanma
two, just
people.
one or two, just to start it off. I mean,
Yeah,
because it's going to be a big step to get those private guys on the webcast. You know what I mean?
and yeah, plus I'll get a few guys from Geo. Geo is an industry. I mean, they're Reliance, so they are working on robotics. So
Yeah.
I'll get a couple of guys from Geo, and I'll get a couple of guys from Sanma. Sanma is the surgical robotics exoscope and endoscope holder that they're doing. So I'll
Okay.
get all that. So right now, I thought I'll start off with the history of robotics in neurosurgery. My very good friend
Yeah,
was
that's
on it.
fine. That's fine. During the week, we'll communicate. If you get some people, I'll promote it starting on Tuesday. And if you don't, we'll just wait till the next week to do it. Okay?
Done, 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 done,
Okay,
done, done.
we'll keep in touch.
When do you want me to start? Tell me.
Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning from Miami Beach. It's Dr. John Bennett broadcasting for Neurosurgical TV. We have another webcast in the Neurosurgery Innovations. In today's talk, surgical robotics and neurosurgery, review in the future. And Iype, I guess, is going to give an overview today. Good morning, Iype. It's all yours.
Thank you, John. Thank you, all the participants, for being there. So again, we are here to talk about the future of neurosurgery. Recently I saw a comment from one of the prominent neurosurgeons that the surgical dexterity, knowledge of anatomy cannot be supplanted by technology. I completely disagree on this. I mean, with all due respect, well, there's a limit to what the human mind can do. Well, there's a limit to what the human hand can do. And the thing is, our mind is designed to design things which are better than our minds. So, for example, when we started off with the chess, Deep Blue, long time back, Deep Blue defeated Gary Kasparov. Today, the strongest chess program, Alpha Zero, can defeat Magnus Carlsen any day. So, I mean, Magnus Carlsen won't stand a chance in today's world with an AI platform robot. This is the truth. So it is not saying that the human mind cannot supplant. I mean, human mind cannot, it's not that the technology cannot supplant human mind. It's just that the human mind can invent new things that can supplant the human mind itself. So that's the thing. So robotics, we're talking about, Garnet was talking around taking literally cells out of the medium. I mean, holding cells and taking them out. The human hand cannot do that. I operated 100 Zooms with the exoscope. There are not many surgeons who do that, but still, what I can tell is that the human hand is got a limit, okay, has a limit. There is a limit after which the human hand fails. So that is where you need to have something like a robot which can help us do things which we can only dream of with our hands. So that's the same thing. The flight, if you look at flight today, you can go at Mach 3, you can reach the moon. The human body cannot do it. It's just that, we need help. We are designing things. So the same way we have to take neurosurgery forward. So I'll just share screen and I'm going to show you something which happened in 2007. I don't know how many of you are aware of this. Are you seeing my screen?
I'm just seeing a Zoom screen. It's getting there now.
Right.
There we go.
This is Garnet Sutherland, my great friend. He's in Calgary. And in 2007, he did this. He designed this neuro arm. And this is a robot. Even today, we marvel at it. This is Garnet. This is ancient technology, if you look at it. That's a robot which is being prepped for surgery. That's a neuro arm. There's an open magnet and the robot is prepped for surgery. Garnet is sitting outside the room and, and doing this surgery. So you see what's happening. Garnet is remotely doing this surgery and the robot is doing. See, with Da Vinci, we've had it in rest of the fields, but we've never had it in neurosurgery, only because the kind of dexterity and the kind of small instrumentation. What's happening? Garnet is remotely doing this surgery and the robot is doing. See, with Da Vinci, we've had it in rest of the fields, but we've never had it in neurosurgery, only because the kind of dexterity and the kind I think we are going on a loop. What's happening? Garnet is remotely doing this surgery and the robot is doing. See, with Da Vinci, we've had it in rest of the fields, but we've never had it in neurosurgery, only because the kind of dexterity and the kind I think we are going on a loop. What's happening? Garnet is remotely doing this surgery and the robot is doing. See, with Da Vinci, we've had it in rest of the fields, but we've never had it in neurosurgery, only because the kind of dexterity and the kind I think we are going on a loop. What's happening? Garnet is remotely doing this surgery and the robot is doing. See, with Da Vinci, we've had it in rest of the fields, but we've never had it in neurosurgery, only because
Excuse me,
the kind of dexterity and the kind I think we are going to do. What's happening? Garnet is remotely doing this surgery and the robot is doing.
Hello, Iype, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Iype? Can you hear
In
me?
rest of the fields, but we've never had it in neurosurgery, only because
Excuse me, hello, Iype, we lost your screen.
What's happening?
Iype,
Is remotely doing this surgery and the robot is doing.
Iype, we lost your screen here. We lost your screen there. Can you hear me, Iype?
Yes, I can hear you.
We lost your screen there.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen now.
Right.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Hari. Yeah, I got it. Hari, we got it. Right. So, yeah, so that's what I wanted to show with the neuro arm. Okay. That, can you see that? Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So what Garnet was doing, this was the beginning of neurosurgical robots. This, you must understand, this is 15 years back. In fact, 16 years back. It's ancient technology now, but what Garnet has been able to achieve, nobody's been, what Garnet has done, nobody's been able to achieve till now. The thing is, we need to change right now, because the tools that we're looking at is not exactly the tools that we should have we have right now in neurosurgery. So we must be, it should change, things should change. So I showed you last time two things. One is the Da Vinci single port. This is exactly what I was talking to Vishal about. And the Da Vinci single port is a robot that will definitely have a big future in neurosurgery. Not in this same way, but so this is Da Vinci single port, and this is exactly what you need. Okay, this is a kind of robot that you need. No, so what I thought is the Da Vinci single port is there. Then I talked about FlexDex last time. FlexDex, we are trying to buy a FlexDex and get it into neurosurgical, get it in a neurosurgical parlance. So I'll show you the FlexDex as well. This is when we worried about the costs of robots, you know, but this is like your hand being the robot. But then we cannot use multiple. We have to find a way of fixing these arms and, you know, making multiple tools and minimally invasive, so that we can maybe different surgeons can do surgeries, you know, 3 hands can do surgeries with very little space. I mean, instead of 3 hands and 3 instruments, maybe two, I mean, a surgeon can, and his assistant can perfectly, I mean, they can have a perfect understanding between each other and do a surgery in a much more cheaper way. I mean, the flex dex is $500, right? The mechanical arm is $500. So we are looking at that also. So, you know, this is what we are working on. And then I'm gonna bring the industry leaders and some of the guys who are very, very experienced with the robotic neurosurgery, robotic surgery, such as robotic neurosurgery. Other than Garnet, I don't think anybody's got the experience. I don't have the experience, so I can talk about it, but I don't have the experience. So except robotic visualization, where we're using the endoscope and the exoscope with the robot. But robotic tools, robotic surgery, we really don't have the experience. So we're gonna, next Saturday, we're gonna bring the industry leaders. And I'd like all of you to come join us and give your views. I mean, this is going to be invaluable, because if you tell us how you think or you perceive it's going to be, many minds thinking together is going to be much better than, you know, me telling it out to you. So thank you very much, John. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Iype. You know, that's one thing I can comment on robotics. Neurosurgery, I have little knowledge of, superficial, but I used to do webcasts in robotics even before I knew I was going to do neurosurgery. And I never thought I'd see the day where I'm talking to you like this now, where robots could do so much. Because when I initially saw it, I thought there's no way this is going to apply to neurosurgery. And I'd like to revisit Garnet to see, you know, after AI came and after Siemens decided to put all their investments into robotics rather than cardiology, neurosurgery is a serious player in robotics.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Siemens would not
Absolutely.
have made that decision lightly. That's their industry, and they would, if they didn't see use or potential for it, they wouldn't do it.
See, the Yasagal is turned one page, you know. Neurosurgery is a huge book where, you know, Cushing had turned one page. We were stuck on that page for many, many years, till another 50 years before Yasagal turned another page, microneurosurgery. Now it's our time to turn the page. Okay, we've been stuck here for 50 years, and it's time for us to turn the page where there's a paradigm shift, where neurosurgery turns into robotics, AI, deep learning, neuronal networks, and things like that, instead of going ahead with this, you know, steel age and bronze age tools.
Do you see a day when there'll be you'll do neurosurgery virtually?
Yes, before I retire. This is what I intend to do.
Well,
Virtually meaning remote.
That day. I never thought I'd see
Remote. Yeah, you meaning remote, right?
Yeah, remote. Yeah, like people that can't, like in Africa, can't ever see a neurosurgeon might be able to see one or have procedures done.
I'm going to get it done in less than 5 years, John.
Great, great. It's going to be an incredible journey, I think.
We will transmit. I don't know whether we'll do a big surgery, but remote for sure. And I'm going to get it transmitted through Neurosurgical TV.
Well, you know, I was thinking that. I said, well, you know, you have a patient in Africa with a subdural that's growing, and you know the outcome. Okay, let's do it virtually to see if we can help the patient that would never see a neurosurgeon. So that's
I would think about this, and you know, I'll take it as a challenge, and less than 5 years, I'm going to do it remote.
That's
Uh,
great. We'll follow.
Well,
the-
before that, I would have a lot of advances in coming on in neurosurgical robotics, I'm sure. But the remote surgery for sure, less than 5 years. This
Okay,
is
we'll have-
2023. Before 2028, I would have it done, John.
Great.
Maybe even before that.
Great. Okay, any comments or questions from anybody in the panel? We're just gonna make this short today, intro for either next week. Okay, Iype, we'll keep in touch and we'll see what we can get done. And I'll touch base with you at least by Tuesday, okay?
Yeah, sure, John. Sure.
Thank you, Iype, and thank all the people for coming.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.